Welcome, virtual fight fans, to a Sunday night special as ESFL presents the Watch Your Shoes $150 Invitational Money Tournament Finals. It's D-Mart here once again alongside Balian and Bruce Lee. Rob, first let's get to Balian. You haven't been here all weekend, Balian. Everyone's pumped to have you back for the finals. How you feeling?
Oh man, I am so excited. This is absolutely insane. I mean, freaking 16 of the best players that we have here, ESFL, competing in a tournament over the course of 3 days if you didn't want to generate enough hype and for money. I mean, it's everything's on the line right now. It's a best of 3 matchups. We really get to see who is the better competitor. We get to see them work each other out as the fight goes on, counter strategy and then counter strategy. The counter strategies that are being employed. It has been insane so far, and I'm so happy to be here for the final, mate. And I know that Bruce Lee Rob has been here all weekend commentating. Bruce, how are you feeling tonight, mate?
I'm feeling amazing. I'm so ready to finally see this thing come to an end and crown our first winner of this invitational. I mean, we have Kinetic, Jigsaw, Anza, and brand new Mac, and it has not been an easy road for any of these guys. I mean, this tournament is an invitational, so all the greatest top-level talent. I mean, these fights, as D-Mart knows, have been just insane all the way across the board. So I'm excited to be here, and let's get these fights going.
Yeah, and Rob, we take a look at the fights tonight. To get to this spot, Anza had to beat Kingpin. He had to beat NWO Lexar. And brand new Mac, well, he had to beat I Punch Santa, and last night you saw the fight and called it when he defeated Trio God. So that is our first matchup of the night. The winner here will go to the finals tonight as well. So remember, same format, best 2 out of 3, bantamweight, lightweight, and if needed, a middleweight fight.
Indeed. I mean, Anza is just absolutely insane, and brand new Mac looks tip-top. He looks like he's in the best form that I've ever seen him. And Anza, we all know he is a straight killer. So this is going to be insane, Balian. What do you think about this fight coming up here?
I mean, that like exactly what you said right there. I mean, it's such a classic matchup. I mean, it's 2 great strikers, 2 very distinctive styles. And, you know, Anza, we know how good he is. He's a member of Vegas MMA, same as Kinetic, same as D-Mart right here. You know, some of the best players in the world. They train together. They live together. They don't live together, but they are some of the best players. Tip-top, amazing, fantastic competitors. And Anza has so much pressure, so much skill, so much patience, power, technique, and just the ability to completely shut your game down. But brand new Mac has come out of nowhere, slowly sliding his way up the rankings in ESFL and in this tournament as well, just getting better and better and better and putting on performance after performance. And he's a dark horse in this competition right now. And this is going to be a fight right here. This is going to be an excellent fight.
And so we do have the competitors lined up, ready to go. It looks like maybe brand new Mac will go with a Demetrius Johnson pick. Anza going with a Cody Garbrandt pick. But before they get into it, we'll talk about our fight later on after this one. Kinetic taking on Jigsaw. That's our second main event of this night. And that's a big fight because Kinetic beating MMA Pro and Prodigies to get there in a huge class last night. And then Jigsaw beat EK Preacher and another big fight against T4H Recognized. So that's the next fight after this fight. But let's talk about this fight some more. Hopefully these guys can lock up in their fighters, and we'll get this one underway.
Yeah, like you were saying, Jigsaw getting through EK Preacher, a tough matchup, and then he gets matched up against T4H, the 4 Horsemen, Recognized, who just bombards you with pressure, stands in your face and just tries to break you down. And he just, I mean, he dominated that fight. So to see him fight Kinetic later on tonight, to see how he's going to deal with the storm that is Kinetic, is going to be super exciting. But I'm ready for this one. Brand new Mac and Anza, and looks like they're locking in their picks.
Yeah, this is going to be, like we said, we're going to really find out how much brand new Mac has been studying Anza and how well he can deal with the pressure, because it's going to be all about the pressure from Anza. And when he's got TJ, I mean, he's going to have a full range of techniques, full arsenal. We know that he likes to counter over the top with that straight left or that straight right, depending what it is. Having the range advantage for Anza is going to really play into his factor here. But brand new Mac, I mean, maybe he wants to grapple a little bit. You know, we don't see Anza get grappled too much. With DJ, he's definitely going to have the opportunity, but you're looking at Anza right now. He has some of the best footwork, positioning, and cage control in the ESFL. He has an ability to completely cut you off, shut you down, pick the right strike at the right time to create that distance or close it and prevent you from getting your back off the cage.
And an interesting pick here. It looks like he's going to pick Demetrius Johnson, brand new Mac. And I like the pick because when you pick a guy like him, you do have that grapple advantage. And Brand New Mac, he does know how to grapple. So if he starts losing in the striking department, look for Brand New Mac, maybe to get a clinch, maybe to work a double leg takedown against the cage, because Brand New Mac is very well versed. Like we talked about before this fight, Brand New Mac went 100-0 in the UFC 2 LEC, and it was mostly on the ground. So people do forget about that. Brand New Mac, one of the best ground guys here in the world. So this is going to be a clash. Mirio Yamasaki gonna call the fight. So it's D-Mark, the Balian, Bruce Lee, Rob. This is the ESFL Watch Your Shoes Money Tournament. This first semifinals. Take it away, Bay.
Let's get it.
Let's get it. That's right. Here we go. Touching him up. He's going to stay in that southpaw stance. Is Onza, man. He plays a lot of RDA. He loves it right there. And then you see that double jab. That's the first pressure strike. He loves to employ that. Gets him right to the back of the cage. Double jab, and he can come back with whatever he wants right there. Beautiful left hand that goes back to the body. And Brand New Mac here wisely just trying to counter with these 1-2. Find these openings. Look at that nice little outside leg kick to charge that straight right. So Brand New Mac's got to be really careful about the cage control here. Watch his distance. Watch his spacing. And I like how he's planting and throwing. He's not looking to move backwards and then throw. There's no back and forth momentum swing. He's coming back in here, but then he gets eaten by that lead right hand, Rob, and he is up against the cage right now.
Onza cracks him and tries to go for that takedown, and Brand New Mac survives, but watch out, Onza's already here, and he already has hurt Brand New Mac early in this round. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left.
Yeah, beautiful job. Just threw that snap kick right up the middle there. Brand New Mac catching him off guard, and we saw that work last ESFL last Sunday. Getting a nice little knockout with that. All these variety of strikes is going to prevent Onza from reading the plan of Brand New Mac, and he does eat that big right hand right there, but he's doing a good job circling off in the right direction here. Staying in orthodox is going to give him the ability to get on the outside of that lead hand, make his way around the outside, but he tries to counter that straight right down the middle. That left hook came straight back down the middle, followed by that right, Rob, and he has to be so careful right there, stepping in, throwing those lead kicks like that, because the pressure is insane right now.
Some good strikes from Brand New Mac. Brand New Mac's doing a good job, not just backing up and getting trapped against the fence. You know, he's circling to his right, trying to stay in the octagon in the middle, but Onza just finding those shots, throwing those hooks, throwing those body hooks. He just interrupts you and devastates you with the shot. Big knee, though.
Beautiful job landing the flying knee, and he's doing a good job starting to get a read on that lead left hand, that double jab that Onza's using all the time. Nice little pull counter. Brand New Mac's trying to find his rhythm, trying to find the timing of Onza, making a slip to the outside of that jab. He's getting on the outside of it, kind of come back with his straight, and there he comes back with a pull counter. Onza trying to retime him there, but because Onza's doing this pressure fighting, good inside leg kick there, because Onza's pressure fighting, he's pushing the pace. You know, that sets up Brand New's counter fighting ability, and your Onza's going to try and throw and then straight. Whoa, there's a free hit combo. Beautiful job with the right hand, came right through the guard there. The head kick came right over the top. Rob, this is an insane matchup like we knew it would. Look at Brand New Mac taking his time, finding his openings and catching Onza right there beautifully with that right hand.
Yeah, Brand New Mac stands there, has the confidence to plan, throw a 4-punch combination, and rocks Onza, and then throws that head kick, almost drops him, and this is a fight, ladies and gentlemen.
What do you think so far, D?
This is intense. Onza's forward pressure here, you guys are calling it perfectly. He's coming forward, but Brand New Mac just waiting for that counter shot, and we saw it there. Onza getting caught with a 4-piece combo.
Yeah, the patience of Brand New Mac's insane, but here comes the left roundhouse up the top of the head, and now Brand New Mac's got a retreat cover up. He eats that one, but the block just lasted. Hands weren't up, but it came off the block stack anyway, and Onza going back to that double jab into that left hook. And man, oh man, what a first round.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely insane. The Watch Your Shoes $150 invitational money tournament here. This is the first match of the semifinals between Brand New Mac and Onza, and this is the bantamweight matchup. And guys, a couple rocks back and forth early on there.
Yeah, it was insane. Brand New Mac was doing a great job not getting caught up in the pressure and getting trapped against that cage. He was circling to his right, and Onza looked like he was rocking him early in that round, but then Brand New Mac comes back and rocks him, so this is back and forth. Second round, here we go.
Yeah, that head kick snuck right around the outside, right on the end of the range. Perfect timing by Onza for it right in there. And off that left leg as well. And there's a lot of lead, the head kick coming from Brand New Mac here, but because he kept moving to the right, like you said, Rob, he went right into that head kick, and he's still moving that way right now. Beautiful head movement, though. And he's really taking advantage of the counter fighting. As D said, that's what he's looking for. He's looking to plant and rip. And you know, it's hard to really create that pressure against Onza, but there he comes back with those short shots. He's throwing 1-2s and then coming back with much faster combos, almost Duke Rufus style. You throw a little short, slow combo and come back full speed and full power, and that's what Brand New Mac's going for, preloading on those 4-punch combos there. And Onza's firing a little short right here, and Mac's starting to get the timing, laying that straight to the body, but it's all about the pressure for Onza. He's going to be patient, try to re-establish.
Yeah, and Onza's got to be careful coming forward and just standing there. These combos are coming like that one right there. Big right hand, front kick. I mean, he's got to be careful. He's standing right in front of Brand New Mac, and Brand New Mac is throwing these 3-punch, 4-punch planted combinations. That's going to devastate Onza's block.
Yeah, doing a real good job coming back with that right hand right there, right over the top of Onza's guard, catching him beautifully again. And another rock, Rob. These are adding up for Brand New Mac. The stamina, the health, it's all going to play a factor.
Definitely, and right there you see D, that block is blown up, but a big head kick.
As soon as you said that, Ounce is attacking. He's got to watch his stamina, though. Onza, though, is getting the pressure back here, guys.
Yeah, beautiful job. Straight over that jab that Brand New Mac's throwing off that left hand, and that left leg comes right round the side as the jab's being thrown. Onza getting a good read on that, and Onza's great at reading what your strike's going to be. That's how he's able to keep you in this position, in this pressure. He knows his short shot's going to beat you most of the time, but when you start going back to that jab, he's able to whip that head kick up, and here Brand New Mac's trying to double up on those short hooks. He's throwing these 2-punch combos, then coming back with 4-punch combos, hoping to catch Onza moving forward, but not able to. Hit Onza now keeping the guard up, staying composed and trying to find the timing and the opening on Brand New Mac, and the stamina is dropping for both fighters here.
It's insane, and Onza just does such a good job throwing that high kick at a point where it's just so accurate and devastating. He's already rocked Brand New Mac twice with it. It's just insane.
Superman jab there into the straight, and then the left hook. Love it. The front snap kick coming out.
This is that one.
Or the rear snap kick, sorry. He's going for it again here, just trying to catch him with it. It looks like something Brand New Mac's been practicing. Now he's trying to slip off and throw the straight before he was getting the outside of the jab. And now he's still trying to go that way, but he's coming back with the straight this time, unable to land it. And Onza here just 1-1-2, 1-1-2, 1 uppercut. Always with the jab, always pushing forward. Oh, you had to come back with that head kick off the jab again. Yeah, Rob.
And Onza's doing a great job. It seems like as we close this round, Brand New Mac's stamina is dwindling. The pressure is breaking Brand New Mac here, and that block is getting blown up by Onza.
Yeah, I'd love to see him come to the body a little bit more. Maybe throw some knees in there. Just stop that forward pressure off that jab. He blocked that 1-2, get the knee in there, get out. Create some space and some timing and hurt the stamina of your opponent.
What a fantastic round, and you know why these guys are here. I mean, it's hard to score these rounds, guys. Back and forth action. Rob talked about the stamina. Could it come into play here in the 3rd round? We'll see. Big round.
Yeah, real big round. I mean, rocks for both fighters again here. And remember, guys, this is best of 3, so there's the knee to the body that we just called for. But and some nice roundhouses as well. But this is best of 3, guys. So these guys are going to get another fight after this. And there's a lead right hand that cracks Brand New Mac right there, but he slips under and gets away from it, Rob. But devastating. Can't take any more of those. His head's starting to drop right here. And there's another one.
One more, though. Good head movement, though. Wow, Onza's on the offensive. He's in kill mode right now, Bay.
Yeah, that lead right hand, man, tagged him twice right over it, and that's when Brand New Mac's trying to fire back on his own right now. He's not accumulating damage on him. It's just a beautifully timed strike as Brand New Mac's trying to return with his own offense, and he knows he's setting up with a jab, and he's getting that right hand in there. That's all he really needs to land right now, especially as the fight goes on. The health stat goes down, jab into the right hand, comes back with his straight as well. We saw him work in the body. There it is again with that lead right hand. It's all about that lead right hand for Onza right now.
Yeah, Brand New Mac is having trouble.
Oh, beautiful.
There it is. That pressure's too much. His stamina's going down, and he's fading here.
He is fading.
A lot of pressure, Rob. His back's against the cage. I don't know. This is his 2nd rock, Rob, so 1 or 2 more, and it could be night-night for Brand New Mac.
100% it could be night-night, and that's what we see him use since the start of this fight, since the very first combo. Double jab into that back, that rear left hand, and he caught him straight chin. Landed the full combo flush on him, and that's a beautiful rock right there.
And Brand New Mac has been forced to plant and throw these 3, 4-punch combinations time and time again. And when you're throwing that many combinations the whole fight, it's going to be a matter of time before you're out of steam. And in this 3rd round with 2 minutes left, he just doesn't have enough to keep the onslaught that is Onza off of him.
Yeah, and he's not going to the body with these combos either. They're coming up all the top, so as fast as they are, Onza just needs to block, and that's it. They're not doing anything. If he could mix them up to the body, come back around, start them maybe with a knee, then come back to it, or he's trying to throw these head kicks as Onza closes into the space rather than trying to set them up with his own strikes. And, you know, as long as Onza's blocking high, he's not going to land a single one of them. So he's trying to catch him mid-offense, but Onza's too smart to read that. He knows when it's coming. He knows to be careful, and that's why he leads with that jab so much, and he baits his way in, and he's brutalizing the body here, Rob.
Oh, but he gets cracked by Brand New Mac. Big uppercut.
Big uppercut, and he lands it right there up the middle. That left hand, the right hand, sorry, came right under him. Brand New Mac's got no stamina, but there's the lead. The hook again off the uppercut, and 4 punches coming out. They're just going fist to fist right in each other's faces here. Just engaging style, just leaning in. High block coming up, and Onza's firing that head kick off, and Mac's still in it. This is, you know, 40 seconds left in this round. Both rocks coming out this round for both fighters, but I think Onza's running away with this one, D.
Yeah, Brand New Mac's got 30 seconds, 25 now. He's just got to go for broke at this point, I think, Rob.
He does. 15 seconds left. Brand New Mac doing a good job, but he's just gone. No more stamina, no more gas tank. Barely standing there against the cage.
Oh! Oh! How? Oh, he does it!
Crazy. Absolutely crazy. I don't know how. Yeah, I mean, he did not quit. We're going to go to the judges here, but I believe Onza will take it. Let's go to Bruce Buffer.
All 3 judges score this contest 29-28.
29-28.
Declaring the winner by unanimous decision,
Yes.
There it is.
Damn. Wow. What a fight. What a fight.
I believe a lot. The octagon control of that 3rd round was very explosive. He did get caught a few times, but I believe Onza's pressure and control in that 3rd round won him that fight. But a great job by Brand New Mac. So that's going to make it interesting for our second fight. Was he moved to lightweight? How is Brand New Mac going to adjust? Is he going to play off the fence as much, or is he going to try to get that forward pressure in early against Onza? So it's a tough task, though, to get that forward pressure going against Onza.
Yeah, I mean, you almost got to resign yourself to that unless you really believe you can dictate the pace in it. It's so difficult against Onza because he will not let up. He'll keep coming forward, and running into someone like that is almost even worse than trying to play that counter-fighting game. So you have to fully commit to that counter-fighting game, and Brand New Mac was doing a good job making reads, but yeah, that pressure is just so tough to deal with, and I think that those knees could have worked a little better for him if he threw a bit more of those in, and definitely working the body would definitely have played into his advantage. Rob?
Yeah, I think Brand New Mac needs to make that adjustment to this second round and utilize more body strikes and not just try to throw the 4-piece at the head of Onza and try to break his block. I mean, he had some success rocking Onza, but in the end, in that 3rd round, he just did not have the gas tank because Onza was utilizing a lot of body strikes as well as head strikes, and that took away from the gas tank of Brand New Mac. So look for Brand New Mac to make some adjustments going into the second fight to get to that 3rd fight at middleweight.
And I just wanted to let the virtual fight fans know, no grappling in that match whatsoever between the two. There was a shot. Onza did, I believe, rock Brand New Mac early in the 1st round, tried to get him against the cage, but Mac did a great job defending that takedown. So we'll see what this fight happens. Well, they're both taking Conor McGregor, so I highly doubt we'll see any grappling here as well, especially with the names we're seeing too. So
mirror match. Wait, this is
another
new?
Connor's?
Have we seen a Conor mirror match yet?
Yeah, the whole tournament has been Conor McGregor's.
I mean, outside of the tournament, but it doesn't happen that often. Within the context of the tournament, with money on the line. Oh yes, of course. That's what I was always saying. But here we go anyway. Here we go, the start of this second fight. That is Onza right there in the blue gloves this time around, guys. Same as last time, in the blue gloves. And that forward pressure worked for him now, but he does have to be a little bit more careful because of the stamina. And those body shots, that stamina damage is going to play a much bigger factor in this fight for both fighters than in the last one. Now, Brand New Mac was getting depleted by Onza. He's got to think about how he can stop that forward pressure without creating himself in dangerous, openings. If he does hit that body, that uppercut's going to be there. And you take one of those uppercuts on the chin from Conor, even though he's got a high chin rating anyway, it's not going to last long for him. So he has to find creative ways to work the body and hit the body. Just single straight lefts, maybe some 1-2s and then coming back to the body. A nice safe tactic rather than stepping in and initiating with that left hook, that lead right hand to the body wherever he stands. So he's got to find creative ways to hit the body. Onza, more of the same, just more patient with his stamina.
And here we go, virtual fight fans. Our second fight, Onza up 1-0 in the best 2 out of 3. It's a lightweight match and it's a mirror match. Here we go.
Yeah, both fighters staying southpaw, as I'm sure they would. And look at Onza this time, already on the back foot retreating. But what a beautiful job. 1-2 to the body, then jab to the body, lead hook to the head. And Brand New Mac ran straight into it. And this is what I mean, man. You have Onza coming at you, it's hard. But now Brand New Mac's coming at Onza, and he's not getting anything off right now.
No, he's trying to find his timing here. And Onza's so tough at, you know, he's just interrupting you with all these strikes. But a nice front hand lands for Brand New Mac.
Yeah, it did, and trying to get an elbow work in there, did Brand New Mac, but oh man, the damage is so insane from Connor's left hand. You cannot take the 3-punch combos. He needs to get out, man. He needs to get out before he gets rocked right here.
And that stamina too, huge advantage.
Oh,
but he drops him. Oh, just down. Sit down.
Beautiful rear left uppercut, catches Onza right on the chin and sits him right on his butt already, and that will score on the judges' scorecards. Now, if I'm Brand New Mac, I'm calming right down. I'm taking this round off, but there he goes, it's his own uppercut.
Tag back.
Oh my god, now they're trading in so tight right here. No body work whatsoever. Ignore the whole game plan we talked about.
I mean, with Conor McGregor, D, it's just a matter of time. If you land a good shot, we can see what happened. Both guys landing a beautiful rear uppercut and just dropping each other there in the first.
No one backing down, Rob. People getting clipped left and right here. As you can see, Brand New Mac is not backing up as much in this fight. And what now he might need to is he just needs a huge head kick from Onza, and he smells blood.
He's firing that head kick out of nowhere. Kinetic NRG-like, and Brand New Mac's always trying to throw his head kick on the defensive. He's using it defensively, whereas Onza's just setting it up after that straight left punch, comes back with a jab into that head kick, and this is the difference in the mindsets of both fighters here. Brand New Mac is just physically on the defensive and must have eaten the rear. A lead right hand right there. It's a good drop, but it comes back with his own 4-punch combo. And he was rocked. But he gets underneath it. Good duck and sway. And now he's backed up again with Onza coming forward at him.
Brand New Mac is in this fight, just like in the first fight. And he's doing good.
Oh!
That could be it.
That's it. That's it. Damn.
Ship Onza to the finals.
Damn. Well, there you have it, man. Brand New Mac putting on a brave performance, man. Looked real good in that first match. Second match, felt like Onza just had his number, and you both go Conor. You know, there's going to be over quick no matter what, especially when these two fight like this at this pace. And, you know, we talked about the body work. It really wouldn't have made much of a difference, I don't think, in a matchup like that. And it probably would have got himself out of there even sooner if he hadn't been more careful with it anyway. So, though so many uppercuts landed, taking one of those in the chin when he hit in the body would have been so tough. I mean, just perfect technique from Onza, really, and just forward aggressive pressure style in your face. So much damage coming your way. I mean, Brand New Mac on the defensive.
Yeah, Brand New Mac showed heart. He showed skill. I mean, Onza's terrifying, and he managed to hurt him multiple times. Was in both fights. I mean, it was a great showing, but Onza with that left, right, devastating hook combo to finish. Brand New Mac can move on to the finals. Congratulations, Onza. Let's go.
That is very interesting. Onza hasn't lost a fight yet. He's been on fire in this tournament so far. So he could be going into the finals now as the favorite, whether Kinetic wins or Jigsaw. So, I mean, Onza right now, I don't think anybody wants to play him. Damn, what a performance.
He had 2 belts right there in that replay as well. All right. Well, yeah, we do have our first finalist. There we go, Onza. And based on the next matchup, potentially it could be a all Vegas MMA final, which wouldn't be the first time we've seen that at the end of our first Grand Prix, would it, D-Mart?
No, that is true. I mean, I may or may not have been in that fight. Hopefully, Kinetic gets the victory, but let's talk about it. He's got a hard guy in front of him, Jigsaw. And, I mean, Jigsaw is a 3-1 here in the ESFL, actually. He's no joke, ranked 10th on the leaderboards. And he's had a hard path to get here. So, I mean, he had to beat EK Preacher on Friday night. Last night, he had to go against T4H Dart, T4H Recognize, and got through both of them. So he's here now. He gets to fight Kinetic. And Kinetic, we all know, took out MMA Fro Friday night. And then Prodigies last night to get here. And what a classic they had, Prodigies and Kinetic. That will go down in the ESFL Hall of Fame. I'm sure about it.
Yeah, last night, you know, against Prime, MMA Fro, Kinetic seemed to just glide right by him. A little bit of a toying with fest, but Prodigy's, I mean, he was tough. He took out a tough Cody Dank, and Kinetic NRG was down early in that fight. He lost that first one, got dropped. In that second fight, he gets hurt early by Prodigy in the first round, and then Kinetic gets himself together, does what Kinetic does, wins the fight, and then knocks him out. Devastating in that third fight. So Kinetic NRG is insane. He shows that he could come back from adversity, and not, you know, some fighters are good when they're ahead, but when they're down, they crumble. But not Kinetic NRG. He comes to fight every time, no matter what's on the line. And Jigsaw's got a big test, but Jigsaw dealing with Recognize, I mean, that was insane pressure that Recognize put on Calvin to finish Calvin, and then Jigsaw had a big test in front of him, and he utilized a lot of slips and backward movements and just took Recognize apart. So both these guys have a tough test ahead of them here, Balian.
Yeah, I mean, and that's exactly what he's going to have to do if he wants to come out on top in this matchup, because you know that Kinetic is going to bring that forward pressure. We often describe him as a hurricane, a whirlwind, a typhoon of destruction, and you know, he can fight going backwards, he can fight anywhere, but he likes to fight moving forward. And if Jigsaw put on that good of a performance and can stay composed, make the right reads, make the correct decisions in there in the heat of the moment, then he can win this fight. But Kinetic, like we said, our first champion ever at ESFL, he wants revenge just in general right now. He's hungry, and like you said, he shows up every single time. So I think we're about ready to get it on, D.
And let's see who these people are going to pick. It looks like Jigsaw already locked in with a Cody Garbrandt. Probably a 95. We've seen him 95% of this tournament, I'm pretty sure, Rob, to start off a bantamweight fight. We'll see who Kinetic wants to take. Usually Kinetic does go with a Cody Garbrandt or a TJ, so let's see which one he's feeling tonight here.
Yeah, Jigsaw, I mean, Cody Garbrandt, I mean, you can't go wrong with him. If you throw in the pocket with Cody Garbrandt, D and Bay, you know what's going to happen. You're probably going to go to sleep. Get the pillow, get the blanket. Let me tuck you and give you a kiss on the forehead, because he is insane. But did he pick TJ Dillashaw?
He did take TJ, kicks. Yes.
We know his kicks that come out of nowhere. He utilizes those.
Ladies and gentlemen, D-Mart alongside Balian and Bruce Lee. Rob. This is the Wash Your Shoes $150 invitational money tournament semifinals. The winner of this best 2 out of 3 will go and take on Onza later tonight in the finals. So this is huge. This is absolutely huge. Kinetic opting to go with TJ Dillashaw, a bit more better grappling, a bit better top game against Cody Garbrandt, who we all know is just dangerous in the pocket.
Yeah, dangerous in the pocket, and you see him right there. There we go. He's made it this far, and you know what? He can take this way. Like we said, it's not going to be an easy task. There are certain ways he's going to have to fight, and although he's not going to have the reach advantage in this fight, backing up playing Cody is quite, you know, there are strategies to win. You can throw that short lead left hook on the inside. You have those big power leg kicks with that forward pressure. So if he can get down low, if he can counter strike, hit those points, and use that great head movement as well to come back and rip with that left hook, he can catch Kinetic moving in. But Kinetic, he's going to shoot from all ranges in this fight right now, and you got to look for that head kick like we talked about. They do come out of nowhere. He has the ducking roundhouse, he has the lead leg roundhouse, he has a beautiful round, he has his body roundhouse, he's got great leg kicks, he's got all the combos to set him up, jab, straight, same side head kick. So you know, Kinetic's going to be looking to bang that roundhouse over the top of that defensive jab as he's backing up. And like we said here, it's going to be a case of the aggressive fighter versus the counter fighter.
We're just about to get underway. The first out of a best 2 out of 3. It's a bantamweight fight. It's Kinetic. It's Jigsaw here at ESFL.
Yeah, and you see immediately Jigsaw's already rolling that left shoulder, trying to get on the outside of that jab. Orthodox feet, orthodox here, so he's going to make a lane for that straight body, probably coming back straight down the middle, and might even hit the body on that one. But you got to imagine Jigsaw here, he's going to be looking to work the body of Kinetic, because Kinetic is going to become consistently forward with that pressure, and any advantage you can get to slow this fight down is probably going to have to take advantage of.
And I think the best way to fight against Kinetic is to get in his face, sort of like what Prodigy did in their fight. When you're backing up and trying to figure out Kinetic, I feel like he's 2-3 steps ahead of you, and it's just so hard when you're backing up against Kinetic. That's just my opinion, but we'll see if Jigsaw can do something.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, I agree. Whenever you're retreating, or you see it in every Onza matchup, you know, you are behind. You're playing off what your opponent's doing. You're countering their strategies, and it is a lot harder to fight like that. But if you can start making the reads, you can lure them into your game plan, and you can really start to pick them apart and make them feel like they can't throw any shots that they want to throw. And then when the tide starts to turn, you can come back with your own advantage. And you know, to charge a veteran player like Kinetic getting in your face, you gotta have some confidence, man. And I know Prodigies did a great job, so you're right, Rob. We'll see what strategy he actually starts to use as the fight goes on. But for now, I think Jigsaw is trying to get some reads on Kinetic, find out where he can hurt him, what he can hit him with, and then go from there.
So far, Kinetic's just putting out pressure, you know, a little bit behind in that stamina, but, you know, Jigsaw's doing a good job making Kinetic miss, not taking too much damage. When his block is low, he gets back. He's not giving up too much octagon control. He's staying in the middle, so good job so far by Jigsaw dealing with that pressure from Kinetic.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be on the outside. There's that head kick loaded up there. Wisely stepping in with that jab and now starting to fire back a little bit. We really haven't seen Jigsaw throw that many shots. Content to just use his head movement here. Beautiful. Second time he's catched that body kick now. And here we're seeing Jigsaw really trying to sit back a little bit. Like we said, he's really only throwing a couple of straights and looking to block and counter. He's some good head movement and 1-2 straight down the pipes to interrupt those kicks from the outside, which is great. And Kinetic's finding a home for a lot of techniques. He's come down the middle. There's the ducking roundhouse that we talked about at the start of this fight. And he has been catching him with some nice combos, been hitting the body nicely with that jab, then coming up top with some good shots as well. But now Kinetic's starting to slow down. You can see his brain going into gear mode, trying to work out what he can hit him with and what Jigsaw's going to be expecting. Beautiful.
Kinetic really likes that lead kick and then that stiff straight, or is it a jab after he lands it? It's real nice.
Straight. He came in through the inside leg kick that time, faked the jab, then Jigsaw's hands went up, then he came back with a 2-3. Beautiful work. I mean, that's just the level of Kinetic right there. He knows you're going to be expecting that combo, so fakes that combo, blows half of it through, then comes back and hits you after you've finished defending.
It seems like Jigsaw's done a good job to kind of almost slow this fight down. I think this is the slowest fight I've seen Kinetic fight in recent memory.
A great job, though. I think Kinetic leading the dance in that round. But yeah, you guys were talking about stamina. Maybe Jigsaw playing a bit of a counter game here, trying to maybe just even get a read off Kinetic, just trying to get the first round under his belt. But I'd say that's an easy 10-9 for Kinetic as he pushed the pace there in that round and definitely outlanded Jigsaw.
Yeah,
I have to agree with you, D.
Yeah, definitely outlanded him for sure. The bigger shots as well, and some great combos and doubling up on certain techniques as well. Just beautiful.
And this is our first fight between these two, and our best 2 out of 3 potentially. Kinetic Energy and Jigsaw, round 2.
Yeah, we're seeing that step in jab, and come back with a rear hook. And that's really the story of this new patch, a new combo that everyone likes to go to. Jab, rear hook. And we're seeing Kinetic really use it right now. We see Onza use it a lot in that last fight. And it's a really good technique, really good combo. There's the fastest punch followed by the most damaging basic one. And there's that head kick we've been looking for. The Jigsaw stamina is super low here. It's a lovely, beautiful lead hook to the body as well. Rob, that is going to be devastating for Jigsaw at the start of this round.
Yeah, Jigsaw makes a mistake, unloads a lot of stamina. Kinetic recognizes it and punishes him, goes to the body, and then goes high with that head kick, brutalizes the head of Jigsaw. So can't make any mistakes against this guy, Balian.
Yeah, 100%. Inside leg kick, no straight right to follow. And, you know, Kinetic is now finding timing. Look at him there. Beautiful job. Stutter steps in with a straight jab there. And trying to duck under, throwing that lead hook to the body, and Jigsaw's now trying to keep him off with the jab, trying to find openings, and it's almost like you try and beautiful job with the kick catch though. That's the 3rd time Jigsaw's made that kick, but they come straight back to it with the lead roundhouse here, and block's getting a little bit low, but Jigsaw's trying to just throw them jabs out there and catch Kinetic as he's coming in right now, thinking he can stop that forward pressure, think he can hit him before he hits him, but almost every time right now Kinetic's either blocking or catching that jab first before he can get his own off.
Jigsaw's got to be careful throwing that kick in the face of Kinetic like that, D-Mar. He's going to get cracked.
Oof.
Yeah, definitely. I am liking Jigsaw, though, coming out in this round. Maybe a bit more forward pressure. He is throwing a bit more, so I'm liking his style a bit better than he did in the first round. But when he does that, you end up getting caught.
So many shots thrown straight after that as well. I thought he was going to go down, but the block just retained, and there's that jab right hand again. Over and over again he's landing that, Rob.
Yeah, he is, and usually when Kinetic gets a block or a block break, his opponent goes down, but, you know, Jigsaw doing a good job slipping his head there.
Oh. Man, that block is so low as Kinetic, but it's just enough for him to keep his block up. And there we go, jab right hand again, double jab, jab right hand. And there we go again with the right hand. He's loving it, and Jigsaw's finding it really hard to fire anything back off the counter here. And initially, he was doing a good job sticking in with those 1s and 2s. He's done a lot of leg catches, but it seems like even when he catches the leg, he can't land a strike after it.
No, I think Jigsaw had a couple moments in this fight where he had Kinect's block really low, but Kinetic just does the right move, and Jigsaw's not able to capitalize. So no real moments of danger for Kinetic yet.
Yeah, and if you watch Kinetic's footwork, it's very rare that he's ever going backwards in a straight line, or even just when he's trying to set up his strikes, he's always left to right, left to right. He's never just moving forwards and backwards, so he's really hard to track and catch and keep a hold of, and that's why Jigsaw's having a real hard time trying to land on him as he comes forward, because he's just not there. He's off to the side, he's moving laterally, and then he's just popping in with his fast jab, and then comes the right hand straight after it.
This round's coming to a close, D.
Another exciting round, and yeah, you talked about those leg kicks caught by Jigsaw, and now Kinetic is just going to block that straight punch afterwards. It won't take as much damage now with the latest patch, so Kinetic's not worried about getting taken down in those situations. That's why he's throwing these kicks, and he knows I'm not going to be taken down to a half guard. So yeah, he's just always going to auto block that straight, and that's why I think you're seeing a lot of these kicks coming out. Sorry, and also it sets up those head kicks like we saw there. That was absolutely nasty.
Yeah, that body
big knockdown in that last round, Bay. A big knockdown by Kinetic NRG, setting the tone, and I need to see Jigsaw come out and maybe pressure Kinetic NRG. Like D was saying earlier in that round, he was doing a good job coming forward. He was breaking the block of Kinetic, but just unable to capitalize.
This is our third and final round, Kinetic and Jigsaw, and you got to think Kinetic NRG up 2-0 on the scorecards.
Yeah, and we'll see if Jigsaw can turn this fight around. He does still have stamina. He's definitely in there, and you see him there rolling that jab, but he's not coming back with anything after he's rolled. And even now, when he's trying to land, I mean, Kinetic's block is up. He's just really not touching the chin of Kinetic at all right now. Kinetic's just sticking in with that jab. Jigsaw's rolling, but he's not able to land any counter shots.
Yeah, whenever Jigsaw gets anywhere near Kinetic, Kinetic's firing.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
You can't get close to him.
You can't get close to him, and when you do, look at him. Block, 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 pull, counter, slip. Comes back in, slips off the jab, straight right, left hook to the body, 1-2 over the top, straight jab to the body again, come back, double jab, right hand him, and then just block, block, block. He's out. It's insanely fast. It's all over the place. It's every level and elevation, and you just can't hit him on the way out.
Definitely not. I think Kinetic is hitting his flow in this third round here. I mean, he just seems to be on point. Bang, jab, right hook. Kinetic's looking fierce here.
Yeah, Jigsaw's trying to counterpunch, but like we talked about, he's just not finding the timing of Kinetic. But I mean, he has those leg kicks. They're not going to help him right now, and you have to be real careful throwing leg kicks because the jab will intercept them. But you only need to land 4 or 5 before there really is some damage coming if you hit your opponent when they're moving forward, especially with Cody Garbrandt. And he didn't look to use leg kicks in this fight. Maybe you can think about it in the next one, depending on the matchup. But that's something that Kinetic doesn't really have to deal with a lot, or even adjust a strategy to. And I think some leg kicks would have at least changed up the elevation of attack, would have set up that straight down the middle as well as that hand. And, you know, Jigsaw's really been fighting this fight where he's trying to conserve stamina and spent the whole time throwing 1s and 2s, and that's all he's really landed.
D, how do you feel about, you know, Jigsaw? He seems to be turtling up here.
Jigsaw has a minute 50 seconds left to get something done. Valiant was talking about it. He saved up some stamina maybe in the first 2 rounds, or maybe that was his style. Maybe he just wants to go to the third fight, but he needs to get something off here. Maybe a jab overhand, throw some head kicks, anything but a double jab at this point. There he comes forward with a jab uppercut hook, but we need more of that. We need more forward pressure as we get down to our final minute here. And you got to think Kinetic might be up 2-0, or an easy 2-0 at this point.
Yeah, I think what Rob said is completely true as well. Whenever Jigsaw goes anywhere near him, he's firing.
Yeah, he is. And Kinetic at this point, with 1 minute left, has just turned this into a bloodbath. Jigsaw's just not letting it fly. He's being very hesitant. He's kind of just throwing a jab, straight jab, jab. Nothing really, you know, brutal. He needs to stand there and throw a hook and an uppercut, or just throw something crazy at this point.
He's fallen completely into this game of can mouse, of back and forward that we see so many times. Sometimes at a little bit at the lower level, but there we go, beautiful jab for the rock there. But Kinetic's going forward, and then he's going to chase him, and then Kinetic's going forward, and he's going to chase him. He's just going backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards, and Kinetic moves in, lands, and then Jigsaw follows and misses everything, and Kinetic moves in and lands, and he follows, and he's just following him around. He's not throwing any strikes on the way in, or immediately after the combo's in range, or trying to roll and counter. He's just blocking and then trying to counterattack, and he is just way out of range. He can't fight like that in the next fight.
Definitely not. And I mean, he's using he was using Cody Garbrandt against TJ Dillashaw. When they're close in the pocket, he's gonna start firing off those 3-punch combinations. Stand there and throw some vicious combos at Kinetic, like Prodigy did, and that gets some respect because right now Kinetic's just come forward, bop bop bop, backing up. Come forward, bop, 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 backing up.
Have some faith in the chin.
Yeah, have some.
A unanimous decision win here, 30-27. Bruce Buffer there in the background, as we thought. So Kinetic has put Jigsaw against the wall here. Jigsaw needs to win these next 2 fights if he wants to go to the finals against Onza later tonight.
I think he can do it. I think Jigsaw can do it. He needs to believe in his skills. I mean, he's gotten this far, and I know Kinetic is a beast. Easier said than done. I mean, we don't know what it's like to be in there against Kinetic in a money tournament with all this hype, money, fame, clout on the line, so it gets kind of rough in there sometimes. You don't make the best decisions, but we'll see what happens in this next fight.
To go on a decision even against Kinetic, losing a decision is a good, well, you know, the pressure of him coming forward, it's really hard to deal with, and we saw that right in that fight. So we'll see who Jigsaw wants to pick. I'm assuming we'll see double Connors for this big matchup here in the lightweight division, but he'll definitely need to have some forward pressure and try to get his own strikes in before Kinetic can whip off that jab in his face.
Yeah.
If Kinetic wins this fight, boys, we got Onza versus Kinetic. I mean, that's gonna be a war.
It will be a war. It will be a war, especially because I can't imagine how many times those two have fought each other before. And you know, it's all business. It's all business at the end of the day. But this is for money, you know. So as much as you like your friend, you don't take money out of your hand. You know, you're not going to let that happen. And this is great because Onza's really grown as a fighter since he came into the ESFL, and he's just got better and better and better, and really, really just made his way up those rankings. And I expect to see him challenging for a title soon if he keeps winning the way he's doing. And you know, this is going to be a really, really good matchup. I think if it plays out the way we want it to play out, or the way we think it's going to play out, let me say, because Jigsaw is still here. He still has an opportunity. He can get a win here. He can get another win, and he can stay in this competition and make himself a finalist.
Anything can happen in this game, and we know that. A slip straight hook, it could be over for you. So Jigsaw, if he can stay patient, just try to maybe get the jab off. Be the first to strike in this next fight. I think that will maybe work out for him a bit better. People, you know, they see the name Kinetic, and sometimes, you know, that gets to their head right away. And we'll just start backing up, and it changes your whole way you play. And maybe that's what we saw in the first fight, but maybe Jigsaw can come out here in the second fight and completely turn it around, because we've seen it before, even last night and the night before. So people do make adjustments. Let's see if Jigsaw can do it in this lightweight division fight.
Yeah, but I think... Sorry about that, Balin. I just think that going into this fight, where are we going, boys? We're going into the lightweight division, and what's Kinetic going to bring out?
This is true. He's bringing out that left hand.
McGregor. I think he needed to win that first fight. Jigsaw, I don't think is going to have a chance in this fight, because Conor McGregor and Kinetic, I mean, that's like Super Saiyan 5.
Yeah, I think his only chance is to really look for an opening. And if I was him, I'd drop my hands and just try and time that straight left. Don't even try and set my jab up. Just wait for Kinetic to step in with that jab and just try and time that straight left, straight down the middle. Read the distance and fire that straight left, because it's effective as a momentum stopper. You know, it's not always the safest thing to do, but if you're going to try and stay in there for 5 minutes and look to land a combo, I mean, that's, in my opinion, that's more risky than trying to hit him on the way in right now, because you can catch a straight left uppercut at any point in that entire 15-minute fight. But if you can just trust your chin a little, try and catch him coming in, I mean, I think you got a better shot than trying to play that cat and mouse game of trying to block his strikes and counterattack, and trying to block his strikes and counterattack, because he'll just go back and forward all night and you will not hit him.
That might work, but not against Kinetic NRG, who's just super cerebral when he plays and makes crazy reads. D, I mean, you know.
Yeah, no, it's not easy. I mean, I play Kinetic probably 5-6 times a night. Doesn't always go too well. But, you know, it's like sharpening a knife, you know, fighting him. So Kinetic, he's tough. He's been tough for the past 5 years. He's always been on top for the, you know. So, I mean, he's here for a reason. And Jigsaw, I mean, best of luck in this fight. It's no easy task, but I believe in you.
I believe in him as well. We'll see what happens here as these fighters are slowly coming into the octagon, music blaring in the esports fight league arena.
Well, that will give us time to go over what previously happened tonight here at the Watch Your Shoes $150 Invitational Money Tournament. Anza took on Brand New Mac, going 2-0, winning that unanimous decision in bantamweight, and then winning by first round KO with a Conor McGregor mirror match. So Anza from Vegas MMA will move to the finals, and he will take on the winner of this fight, as we're just getting ready for these two to join Kinetic and Jigsaw, with Kinetic up 1-0 in the series.
Yeah, I mean, this is insane. Balian, are you excited for this matchup? I mean, I can't wait for Anza and Kinetic. If this does happen, I mean, I'm not trying to overlook my boy Jigsaw, of course, fellas, but how can you, no one has beaten Kinetic with Conor McGregor. Has it happened? D, have you seen it?
Lemus Khan, maybe? What was that fight when Lemus Khan beat Kinetic? Because Kinetic only lost here. It was the Tony head kick, yes. So no, we haven't then.
He's like the Achilles of Troy. And he's about to fight Paris.
He didn't really fight Paris though. I mean, he shot him, so it wasn't a fair fight. It wasn't a fist fight in a cage. I think that might have got a little different.
I'm just getting word from the booth. There may be some loading or connection issues on one of the combatants' sides. So just bear with us here, fight fans.
No problem at all. I mean, we could ramble all day.
Oh, we can. Well, you asked me about a potential Onza Kinetic final, and I think if anyone could beat Kinetic, if it's not the man sitting to our left-hand side.
I'm sending it to him. He's not getting.
We're hearing some feedback there. Okay, from the game.
Is that Kinetic?
Yeah, I think so. It's somebody, but no, I believe that's Jigsaw. But if there's anyone who could do it, I think maybe Onza would have that shot. But I mean, I'm sure Onza's going to be watching this matchup right now intently with bated breath, watching every move he makes. But man, it's about finding the strategy to win. And can you imagine what that matchup's going to be like? I mean, who takes the back foot in that fight? Onza versus Kinetic. Like, they're both pressure fighters. They both push their opponent constantly with that jab. They both throw that jab right hook or the jab left hook, depending where they're standing. I mean, who takes the back foot in that fight? Who's going backwards? Who's coming forward?
It could be 2 quick fights. It could be 3 quick fights. I mean, just the way you're talking about who's going to back up first. None of these guys like to back up. They like to take control of the octagon, get right in your face with the jab, and follow up with some nasty combos. So yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting to see how that fight goes, especially as we start out with the bantamweight fighters. And I know Onza loves TJ, so we might even see a TJ mirror in that one instead of the Cody mirrors. So that should be good too. Like I said, we can't take Jigsaw out of the equation just yet. There still is another fight he has to do here in lightweight. But if we were to talk about it, yeah, I'm super excited if Onza and Kinetic get to fight. I make sure that Kinetic puts up the mixers when they do fight every other night, just so I can watch these guys and take bits and parts from each of them.
Yeah, and I'm in for a treat because Onza is one of my favorite fighters, and y'all know Kinetic is my favorite fighter, so I get to watch my 2 favorite fighters possibly go at it. I know we keep talking like this is gonna happen.
What about Pry? What about Pry? Where's the Pry love?
Pry's not in this turn.
I know, but you said favorite fighters, man. Like, come on.
I said one.
We're talking about the ESFL heavyweight champion of the world,
Pry is one of my all-time favorites as well, but unfortunately, he wasn't able to make this money tournament. That would have shook this whole thing up if Pry was in here, because he's a whole nother ball game. He's like that technical fighter that just like throws jabs and just is so smart. And Onza and Kinetic are more of just in your face. They're here to brutalize you. So I don't know if do you guys think that Pryoxis can deal with that style of Kinetic? I feel like Kinetic thrives in those situations where someone's trying to figure him out, because he's figuring you out.
I mean,
before you figure him out.
He did already lose to him once, I believe, right?
Yeah, that was pre-patch, though.
That was pre-patch. It was a long time ago. The patches certainly favored the counter-striking ability, but also you can see a lot of these techniques these pressure fighters are employing as well that are definitely working, including that double jab, rear hand. So, I mean, yeah, it was pre-patch. You're right. I don't know. Can he do it? I don't know, man. Well, we might find out next Sunday, you know, like...
We will. I mean, that's gonna be the fight right there. Whoo, Pryoxis versus Kinetic. Dang! I'm gonna bring my popcorn. That one.
Anyway,
This is, I'll get into this actually, Billy, just before you get back over. I wanted to talk about Kinetic versus MMA Pro 2. If you guys missed it, you can check our videos on demand. Kinetic took on MMA Pro last night. Make sure to check that out. I know a lot of fans wanted to check that out. But here we go. We're going to get right to this one. It's the second fight. Kinetic up 1-0 in this best 2 out of 3. And, of course, it's another Conor mirror match, Balian.
Is it the same? No, now Kinetic. Oh, no, Kinetic was in the red corner. Okay, I was just getting confused there. Another Conor mirror match, and there we see already.
He says, what's good?
What's good indeed, man. They're just so fast, so crisp, so clean straight off the bat. And nothing he could really do to stop that beautiful 3-punch combo. Came back with that left hook, and you know, Jigsaw's got to wake up immediately right now. That should be a wake-up call for him. And he's going orthodox, so he's already kind of at a power disadvantage. But Rob, do you expect to see more of that? I mean, this could be over real quick.
I mean, this is what I expected to see. Kinetic come out with his Conor McGregor, one of his best fighters, and already devastates Jigsaw. Jigsaw, right like he was in the first rounds, turtling up, not really doing anything, just trying to survive Kinetic.
Yeah, definitely, man. And again, he's just eating this jab, and he is constantly backing up. He wants to get out of the way of these punches. I mean, that's a wise thing to do, but I think if he continues to play this game as it is, he's not going to come out on top of this fight. He's got to find a way out underneath. Nice head movement right there, at least changing up, but he kind of threw those extra shots right there, Rob, right? And lost even more stamina.
Yeah, but you see when he's pushing forward, Kinetic has to worry about what's coming at him, so he's not able to utilize his full offense. And it just seems like Jigsaw doesn't get hit as much when he's pressuring Kinetic here.
Yeah, it's a real good point. And even now, Kinetic's slowed down a little bit, trying to find an opening there, trying to bang that lead hook to the body, comes back with his jabs. And there you go. Jigsaw is now getting in the face a little bit more now, trying to slip and rip, gets out the outside of that rear hand, which is good. If you can slip that rear hand, that's a lot of stamina gone. Get away from that damage. He knows it's coming off that jab. Kinetic now trying to find a home for that left hook to the body, and Jigsaw being a lot more patient here now, trying to employ a very much Kinetic-like strategy.
Beautiful slips.
Coming back with that straight, and yeah, this is what he's got to use. Use that head movement. Get out of the way, because if you're going to go backwards and block, you're not going to get any offense off on the return. Take that forward pressure, return it as quick as you can, get off the center line, and bang to the body or to the head, and he's doing a great job.
He is. He's standing right in front of Kinetic now, you know, staying in the middle of the octagon. You know, threatening him as well, not just backing up, not just being completely defensive. He's actually, you know, backing Kinetic up, and Kinetic's not able to get off a lot of offense here, and he's making him miss, slipping. Kinetic's stamina's, you know, slowly going down. D, what's going on, man? This is great.
This is what we needed from Jigsaw. This is exactly what we needed from Jigsaw, to pull the pusher. And he tries to go for a big kick there, fails. He might have lost some stamina, but that's what we need from Jigsaw as we get down to the final minute of this very first round. The forward pressure. That will stop that jab of Kinetic pretty quick.
Yeah, and he did a good job of coming back straight in there as well, decking under, and the lead uppercut, which we really don't see very often, but it's such a good strike, and he used it beautifully right there. And I was going to say Kinetic is wisely now kicking the body, and he's probably looking to set up that head kick like we've seen before, but that is going straight through any head movement that Jigsaw's going to have. But beautiful job right there. Tried to get the turning or the heel kick in there, the wheel kick, but just unable to. But great rock and a great job there, Kinetic. That'll wake him up as well.
And yeah, I mean, that's exactly what we all wanted. All the fans out there that are rooting for Jigsaw, that's what you got to do against Kinetic. You cannot back up. As soon as he started coming forward, getting in his face, not succeeding the octagon control to Kinetic, he rocks him with a beautiful lead uppercut. And he still lost that round, though, because I forgot that he got dropped early in that fight. But
yeah, but that was it. We saw Kinetic get the early knockdown, and it was almost, it kind of woke Jigsaw up, and he's like, okay, I really need this fight. If I lose, I'm done. So Jigsaw might have lost the round still, but I mean, coming forward, getting some rocks of his own, doing a great job. So second round, Kinetic Jigsaw. Kinetic up 1-0 in this best 2 out of 3. The winner here will go see Anza tonight for the $150 Watch Your Shoes money tournament.
Yeah, definitely. And do go check out those shoes as well, because they are pretty nice. I actually had a look. They are super duper nice.
And Jigsaw's got to be careful. I mean, he's doing a great job staying in the middle of the octagon, but sometimes he lets his short-term stamina go a little low. And against Kinetic, that's scary.
Yeah, he's coming out quite frenetic here as well. Just bounces forwards, backwards. A lot of energy. He needs to just slow that down, control, go back to what he's doing, and make the reason the head movement. That's what set up all the rest of his offense. Make the reason the head movement so that initial pressure is starting to slow down a little bit, and then come forward and work it a little more. I love that jab, and then jab straight back to the body, doubling up on that. And Kinetic jab in, fakes, and trying to bang that left hook to the body, doesn't make it. And again, trying to come back with a straight of his own here, looking for a home for that right hand, and there it is right there, beautifully. Didn't even set it up. And the kicks to the body, Kinetic's going to start to utilize them. Good job breaks up that head movement of Jigsaw, and it's going to set up that head kick as well, which you know is coming. Oh, beautiful. Jabs into the right hand, comes back with a left hook. Rocks Jigsaw, goes for the double uppercuts here, and Jigsaw again. Let's see if this wakes him up, Rob.
Yeah, I mean, Jigsaw has made a great adjustment this fight, and he's trying to, you know, utilize a little bit more pressure, and he gets caught there by Kinetic, but doing a great job. Got to be careful with that stamina, though, against Kinetic.
Real, I mean, like, I think he's just trying to, like we said, keep the pressure, but got to be so careful doing that. And then he tried to throw the uppercut, but it came out as a leg kick off that lead leg, which was even more dangerous. So that, I mean, that's just horrible when that happens.
And good, you know, he's standing his ground right now, Jigsaw that is, and he's pushing him back. I mean, he's doing a good job. It's just Kinetic.
He needs to get back where he was, that 2-minute rhythm he had in that first round, where he was backing Kinetic up. He had his back against the cage. He got a couple rocks in. Now he's got 2 minutes here in the second round. He's got to keep pushing forward, because right now you got to think he's losing this round. And his head is just, that head damage, you got to watch out for.
Nice shots by Jigsaw there, though. He's clipping him.
Yeah,
this is what we need. He needs that forward pressure.
He's doing a good job slipping that jab as well. Ooh. He can't really roll up too much. If he goes for a double slip here, it's going to give Kinetic that space to back off, and he's going to have to ease up on that forward pressure. He's doing a good job doing a single slip there to get outside that jab and then coming back and still pushing forward. But the stamina's starting to dip for him right now. He's not able to roll as much as he is, and Kinetic's now slowing this down and really going with those 1s and 2s a little bit and starting to pick him apart and sitting on the outside of the range now. Kinetic is watching those feet distances and sitting right on the outside and just trying to get that 1-2 and those long strikes in there.
And Jigsaw's doing a good job answering back. Nice little 4-punch combo. Watch that stamina, though. And Jigsaw's doing a good job slipping, too. Misses there. Stamina's low. Here we go. So Kinetic is great.
Yeah, and he keeps throwing that lead leg kick, which I'm sure he's trying to get an uppercut off, and he's just not able to do it. He needs to hit them buttons properly, because that's not going to help him at all in this fight. But second round already. Now into the third.
And I don't think, I don't know how to score that one. It could be 2-0. It could be 1-1, but if you're in the corner of Jigsaw, you got to say, Jigsaw, this is it. We need this round. We need to knock out the final boss. We need to break Kinetic energy. He's like an old classic Sega Genesis game final boss. Like, he's very, very tough. He's been at the top of the heap for a long time. And this is where Jigsaw needs to open up more, I think. He needs to come out and finish this fight and at least get the round. Like I said, do you want to go to the judges when it's all on the line? I don't think so. We'll see, though. Big third round coming up.
I want to see Jigsaw throw an overhand and time Kinetic's jab, overhand hook. No overhands have been thrown this whole fight.
Yeah, man, I think the vulnerability window is just incredibly high, right? It's a pretty risky thing to want to do, but, you know, we're in this situation. There's the overhand. I feel like they're listening to us. When you throw that overhand, you know, like, yeah, you get big damage off that as well, so they got to be careful. But I think it's funny how both are going orthodox for this fight as well.
Yeah, I've seen Kinetic go orthodox a lot in his fights lately with Conor McGregor.
If I was Jigsaw, I would much prefer to be southpaw right now, but that's just me. He's doing a good job moving to the outside of that hands, and again, he's circling the outside. He just doesn't want to put his feet outside that black lined octagon right there in the center. And there you go. Look at him move forward right there.
There you go, Jigsaw. Big shot.
Yeah, beautiful. Came forward, left hook, right hook, all blocked, but then waited and came back with just the right hook and went straight through the guard of Kinetic. We thought he was done right there, and that's one of those tactics you can use. You know, your opponent thinks you're done throwing, so they start blocking, and you can clack him with an extra shot, but you do put yourself in danger. You do have that low stamina, and here's Kinetic firing back, jab straight, jab right hook into the lead hook again, and trying to find homes for any of these strikes here. And he was sitting on the outside a little bit more. Now we're seeing Kinetic trying to engage in that pressure fighting that he likes to use, coming back to the body here as well, and he's starting to turn it up, Rob.
Yeah, Kinetic continually just pawing that jab out there, throwing those straight punches down the line, trying to get Jigsaw to move, but Jigsaw in this round is not really utilizing a lot of head movement. He's just blocking those jabs, so I think Kinetic's trying to get him to lean to one side, maybe throw a head kick, throw a hook.
Yeah, he is here. He's always looking to set something up. Those body kicks have definitely been working for him. He's throwing them every now and then, getting them in there sparringly. And Jigsaw was blocking them a lot early on, but he's not blocked any in this second fight so far. And although he's now pushing back forward with that straight jab to the body, I really don't know if he's done enough so far to win this fight if it goes to decision, Rob.
Yeah, has Jigsaw been able to slip and throw that straight down the pipe? I don't think I've seen it yet.
He's slipping a lot, but really he's just using those slips for stamina management. You know, I really don't think he's landed much at all. If you actually have a look at Kinetic's health, he's really not taking that many shots compared to Jigsaw right here. He's rocked him a few times, but the consistency of Kinetic shots have been a lot more prevalent, and he's really been just slowly ticking that health bar down at Jigsaw.
1 minute left. Jigsaw's stamina is pretty low here, and he's got to do something. He's got to devastate Kinetic, get a knockdown, probably a knockout at this point.
Rear uppercut, straight up down the middle. And now he's wobbling, gonna have to back up and really think about what he's going to do. He's got 40 seconds. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it. He's trying to hit the body main, come back up to the head, comes in there with a jab hook, double jab hook. This is trying to use Kinetic's own techniques against him right here. And Kinetic just wisely standing back, popping the jab twice in there, looking to set up that right hand, gauging the distance right here. Boom, there it comes, blocked though. Jigsaw still wading forward, turning side kick, but it gets dropped, and that's the fight.
What just happened?
I think it was a left hook to the body.
I thought Kinetic got smelt.
A left hook to the body while he was spinning, I think. Beautiful, look at that, slips right under.
Yes, you are correct. In a mirror match, though, sometimes you can't, like, that was quick.
You can't
especially
tell.
at the end of the fight. So we're going to get to the scorecards, but Rob, Bailey, yeah, there's the highlight. I believe we're going to have a 30-27 here, but we'll get the official word. We'll go to Bruce Buffer and see if Kinetic will go to the finals.
All three judges score this contest
30-27.
So that sets up the Vegas MMA finals. Kinetic getting 2 decision wins over Jigsaw. So that sets it up, guys. Rob, you talked about it for about an hour earlier. Onza, Kinetic, finals for the Watch Your Shoes, $150.
Yeah, this is going to be insane. I think Jigsaw is a phenomenal fighter, and I just think that his style plays into Kinetic. You know, styles make fights, and sometimes someone just, that fighter just has your number sometimes unranked. I know I got a lot of people that just seem to beat me every time, and Jigsaw had a great performance, a great run in the tournament. Good job, Jigsaw. You're a savage, man. But Kinetic versus Onza, and I think Onza is the perfect guy to dethrone Kinetic and possibly get this win from a crowd favorite. That's Kinetic NRG. Both these guys are going to come out. Both these guys are going to get in each other's face, and I don't think Onza is going to take a back foot. I think he's going to do what he does and try to take out Kinetic NRG. This is going to be an event. This is the finals. Worth watching.
Yes, indeed. Definitely worth watching. And we can take a quick look right now at the whole of the bracket for this tournament, finalized right now, and see the story of this whole tournament right here and what happened. Because if you take a look here, guys, it has just been an event filled with epic fights, epic contests, some really, really good matchups. 3-0 God coming in at short notice. They're taking out I Punch Santos, but dropping that last fight there to Brand New Mac, who came on through, beat Hammerfist, a tough opponent, but just dropped that loss to Onza tonight after a great performance throughout this tournament. And Lemus Khan getting knocked out early by Lexar, taking out the former champ who did meet Onza after that, who just took out Kingpin, great grappler, stuffed those takedowns, moved on, beat Brand New Mac, and now he's in the final taking on his teammate Kinetic NRG. So he's made his way through here, starching the competition. Beautiful job, straight through to the final here. And before that, on the other side of the bracket, Jigsaw, Preacher, Jigsaw making his way on through there. Great performance. Again, like we said, not many people expected to see him get this far. I mean, it was anyone's game really, but Jigsaw not one of the big names here, but definitely showing he belongs up there in those top rankings as he is in ESFL. And taking on Recognized, their great tough matchup. Recognized starching Calvin in the first fight, and there we go. Taking out Recognized, which is a great achievement. Like you said, Rob, 4 Horsemen member, not easy to do, but does drop that fight there. Kinetic, who did beat Fro last night. Great anticipated rivalry matchup that was, and Kinetic coming straight on through there, showing him who's boss. A great contest, great sportsmanship after that as well, which was fantastic to see. Then Kinetic took on Prodigies. That was a matchup for the ages. What a fight that was, and definitely hopefully see Prodigies make his way up those rankings in the ESFL so he can get up there, challenge some of those top guys and take on Kinetic. Maybe we'll see. Prodigies wants that title shot anyway, but that's a great matchup, proving he can hang with the best right here. And there we go, Kinetic beats Jigsaw. It's an Onza Kinetic NRG final for the Watch Your Shoes Invitational Tournament. $150 on the line, and we're going to find out in a minute who is going to take home that money, baby.
I'm super pumped. These are my boys, my homies, Onza, Kinetic NRG. Known them for a long time. Roll around Well, that doesn't really sound good. We virtually roll around all the time, okay? We virtually roll around all the time. I'm really looking forward to this. A lot of, these guys just, deserve to be here. Top guys in ranked. If you go check out the leaderboards, they're always there since the first patch. So these guys have always been top of the heap regardless of the patch. They keep up with the curve. So I'm very excited for it. May the best man win.
For sure.
I really think that this fight could go either way. Anza possesses, both these guys, I would say, technical aggression. These guys are both aggressive, both technical, and both devastating. We got two volcanoes ready to erupt. People are about to get burned by hot, molten lava.
That is.
Let's get some hype in the chat for this main event, Bailey, and this is going to be huge. It's going to be huge.
That's a perfect.
With the quality, too.
Beautiful.
The quality of Anza. Shout out to Anza. Look at this quality.
That's a perfect and fantastic analogy right there, Rob. You come up with them on the spot. It's very impressive, sir. And there we go. That's exactly right. Two volcanoes, man. Two pressure fighters. Two absolute starchers of a lot of competition at ESFL. And, they both have really been showing massive improvements in their game, especially recently. And in this new patch, and they've really been going for those double jabs, jab, right hand to the body, over the top, working in those body kicks. And even Anza, we didn't really see Kinetic in that fight tonight, but definitely previously and throughout his performance, across all UFC games, head kicks. Anza, last fight, man, he rocked so many head kicks up there. He got that left leg up really fast, really high. And Kinetic, that's Kinetic's move. So we got head kicks, we got the jab. I feel like they learn off each other, they absorb techniques. D, how many times do you think these guys have ran this fight in the training room?
They probably fought around. Well, there you go. And they've probably turned the rivalries off as well. So, keep that in mind, and keep in mind they might have used other gamer tags and had some fights. So that's probably like a weekend of them fighting just right there.
Based on those numbers, that's about 66% of the time Kinetic wins, and then 33 Anza, about 2/3. So that's pretty interesting.
Very interesting. And this is Rob. This is his pick right here. Sorry to interrupt you, but this is Anza's guy, TJ Dillashaw, and he's going against Cody Garbrandt. Anza personally doesn't like Cody Garbrandt. Personally likes TJ. So this is actually really funny how this is working out. Teammates fighting each other like this with Cody and TJ.
That's very true.
And Anza is not going to be afraid of Kinetic. They're boys. This is going to be fun for him. So he's going to be able to perform like some people might not be able to perform against Kinetic. Is that Anderson Silva pick? Kinetic got that glow. He's got that swagger. So it's going to be a good fight.
So this is the finals of the Watch Your Shoes $150 invitational tournament. Thank you, Watch Your Shoes. We will get Z190 or someone to post a link in the chat. Make sure you check it out if you're looking for a new pair of kicks. And it's about time, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. That's 2 out of 3. We're going to start at the bantamweight. It's our first fight. Can't wait.
Yeah, I cannot wait either. We're going to see who comes out on top.
Who's going to take the back foot, Bailey? Who's going to take that back foot?
Anza. There we go. It's important. I just wanted to see. I just wanted to know. And it was Anza, but he immediately comes straight back, fires in with a double jab and hits him with that liver kick from that southpaw stance. And this is another interesting matchup. Talked about this in the last fight, which is why I noted it. Kinetic, like you said, Rob, been playing a lot of fights in Orthodox, and Anza always in that southpaw stance. So we get to see a southpaw Orthodox matchup as well, which is always beautiful to see, because even if they choose to use the same techniques, they're going to work at different ranges and at different times. And both players landing big shots to the body early, Rob.
Yeah, great body shots, great body kicks by Kinetic right now, and Anza's putting that good pressure on Kinetic, but Kinetic, I think, so far has been landing the better strikes in these exchanges.
Yeah, Anza coming with that forward pressure like he likes to use here, so it answers that question a little bit, and boom, catches it and lands the lead hand as well. That doesn't often happen. And Anza trying to get that pull counter off earlier, not able to do it, but ducks under there beautifully, and now he's trying to find a home. But you see how Kinetic's tagging him on the way in, comes back with the liver kick, sorry, and what a great job there. Kinetic returning with the right hand. So man, Anza trying to employ that strategy, Kinetic catching him, but Anza also landing with that pressure as well. So really both fighters landing at a lot of punishment already in this fight.
Anza loves to come push forward when he's striking and then retreat. Like, does he throw any stationary strikes? He does, but not a lot, right?
Well, he's moving in and throwing from the range where he, could throw stationary strikes, but he knows his opponent's going to back up, so he seems to be following him, you know.
Yeah, he comes in with that jab and
Oof.
pops you.
Yeah, good job. And Kinetic now trying to pull counter Onza. Trying to get that rear uppercut in there, go through with the left hand as well. Good job with the jab here. And Kinetic's doing a good job of throwing when Onza's coming forward. But that's now about 4 or 5 of those liver kicks he's landed now in this fight. And there comes back Kinetic with one. Shoots a takedown. Stuffed right there. Going to be hard to grab a single leg right in the middle of the octagon like that. I think he thought he could get one off that kick, but unable to. Jab straight to the body, blocked there by Kinetic. He knows that one. And now look at the pressure swing the other way. Kinetic's got Onza against the cage.
He does. The pressure is swinging both ways right now. This is crazy.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Onza going for the first takedown, but I believe it was because he saw that leg come out and he thought he could get it. Onza very well versed in MMA, so I think he was trying to take that opportunity there, get some damage on the ground. Hey, but Kinetic's world class. He's got a quick block, and now we're back on the feet. Just both guys even, I'd say, on the feet so far. Maybe a bit more damage done by Kinetic, but pretty good fight so far. Yeah,
pretty even, I'd say, although I do think Kinetic's starting to sneak that stamina advantage, but that's because Onza's been throwing just a little bit more with that pressure, and Kinetic's been physically blocking a few more strikes, which is going to hurt that stamina of Onza. And Kinetic's been a little bit more careful with his shots, just landing right there. Jab, came to the body, landed the uppercut. And now that block break trying to come through here. Onza whiffing on that head kick. And Kinetic charging in, trying to make him pay for it. Double jab lands down the middle, but what a first round.
Dang. What a round, D.
Yeah, and that's Vegas MMA right there. Just no one backing up. But see most of these strikes happening in the center of the octagon. These guys going back and forth. See who can get the harder shot in. Kinetic there, I believe, got more damage done. Very hard round to score. Pretty even. Onza tried to shoot that takedown. That was the only takedown attempt I think we've seen all night. If you correct me if I'm wrong, Rob.
I believe that is true, and both of these guys are throwing some good punches, but also throwing some devastating body kicks to each other. And, you know, those are playing a big factor for both these gentlemen going into this round 2 of our first fight.
Yeah,
here we go. Kinetic versus
Onza. They do touch him up right there, and like you said, those body kicks have been devastating, and no head kick has landed yet either, although we've seen some in there. Beautiful work by Kinetic right there. Knows Onza's going to come forward, and oh, there's the head kick like we just talked about right there. Straight over the top. Onza using a pull counter here, still Wising, not out of the danger zone yet. Head less than half health here. Got to be super careful, tries to slip off there, and Kinetic's now turning up the pressure, and he did a great job planting and throwing that hook to the body, and now he knows Onza's hurt, and his health is still blinking red. He's trying to keep this forward pressure up here, and there's a straight off the side. Onza's super rock right now. He's got to be careful as the uppercut, and he's going to go top and finish him for the end of this. Oh, no, he's not.
No.
Wow.
Once Kinetic has you hurt, he just starches you. Double fist.
Now let's see what Onza can do. Onza kind of in survival mode. He's got his head back. The HUDs are all clear, nothing flashing. But Kinetic's got a lot of time to work here. He's going to go to a side control. He stops the get up. 3 minutes to work here, Bailing, as we go to a full mount. Yeah, great job. Takes that full mount. Stops that hip bump right there. Nowhere to go now. Onza on the bottom, taking shots. His block is already dangerously low. Can only take 2 before it breaks. Good job stopping that transition to full mount. Goes for the back sit, but denied here again. And let's see what Kinetic decides to do. He's been taking that full mount several times. Fakes it this time, and they're postured up in half guard, which is just as dangerous. Those short elbows coming in tight, and now he's got to find a way up from the bottom here. But Kinetic's so good on top, denying everything, Rob.
He's looking insanely in control here, and you know when he's in half guard, he's dropping those vicious elbows on you. Kinetic on top of Onza here, just maintaining complete control, denying every transition. There's another denial. I mean, he's a denial king right now.
Yeah, I mean, this is great control from the top here. And D, I know you're super versed on the ground. One of the best grapplers we have.
Look at these guys. These guys are just going back and forth with denials. He's trying to get him down. He won't let him. Onza trying to get up, but quickly denied by Kinetic. He gets those elbows and another denial. Watch for these elbows again from Kinetic come down as Onza grabs that half guard with 1.5 minutes to go. And it's all control here by Kinetic as he tries to posture up again. As we all know, a lot of damage getting done in that half guard posture up.
Yeah, he did a great job getting that bump back off the half guard. He really needed that. His stamina was so low. Cost him half his stamina to get that off, but wisely needed it. But this posture up has come right at the end of this round. There's 1 minute left. Denied here, and what a great job. And Kinetic might be able to finish the fight right here. The health is blinking. Another deny. The same side escape for Onza. He tried to get out this time, be cheeky with it. And that block is so low right now. Trying to return, trying to break that posture. Doesn't get, but he gets to get up. He gets up with 30 seconds left in this round.
He needed to because those elbows are sharper than.
Oh!
Big head kick.
Man came back to the body with a jab and came up with his own head kick, which is what started that whole sequence in the first place. Man.
Watch out.
Crazy round, Ole. A great job, Kinetic, taking that round, getting the knockdown, jumping on Onza, and working on the ground for about 3.5 minutes. Vicious elbows. This is our first fight of the $150 money tournament finals between Onza and Kinetic. A big third round here, Bailey.
Yeah, what a third round that was right there. Kinetic landing early with that head kick that we talked about. Not really come up with a top with that yet. Lots of body kicks in that first round. The head kick landed for both fighters. Eventually, and there it is again. There it is again. And now Kinetic is backing up. He has a lot more health though. And there's the right hand over the top. He's got to be so careful right here. He has to be careful. And there's another right hand. And this could be all she wrote. Gets a little pull counter off there. And Kinetic backing up for the stamina. The taunt's going up. The taunt is coming out.
This is wild, D. This is
crazy. Onza taunting him back, trying to go for a crazy kick out of himself. That head, he's got to watch over his head. If Kinetic lands a 1-2 or a hook or anything right now, we're going to see Onza back up again real quick.
Sweaty UFC fighters gone wild here, Bay.
I mean, Onza just getting crazy, still in the pocket, eats the uppercut, and that's it, that's it. No, it's not. How is that not it? The right hand again, the right hand again. And there's the ground and pound.
That's got to be it.
Wow.
Kinetic NRG!
First fight. Best of 3 here, guys. This is a best of 3 here, guys. These players have fought each other multiple times. You saw in the intro, 90 wins to 60. And there we go. That first one being grabbed right there.
That ground action? First time we've seen some ground action, I believe, all weekend. That's going to get D-Mart happy. Great fight, guys. Then we're going to go to the lightweight. See what they can do in lightweight. I'm sure we'll see a Conor Mir, and we all know those fights can end very, very quickly.
Yeah, I mean, they have been ending super quickly as well. But yeah, like we said, saw some great groundwork there, which Kinetic really had the advantage of. But you know, he took it to the ground after dropping Onza, so he was on top that whole time, had the momentum as soon as that was initiated. We did see Onza shoot that takedown earlier on, so definitely he's confident in that grappling scenario with Kinetic. You know, you don't play a person this many times and not realize if you can or can't compete on the ground or not, so we'll see if that changes. But
yeah, at this level with these two, it's basically comes down to who's going to get the top position. Now, both guys, like you talked about, once they get that top position, could probably do the same thing to each other. But yeah, like you said, it's really hard when they play together every other day and they know what they're going to want to do. So the tendencies too. So maybe this one will stay on the feet a bit more because we do have the Conor McGregor Mir match. Unless we do get a rocking, Kinetic has to jump on top and try to finish a fight again. We'll see.
And no one has been able to deal with Conor McGregor or Kinetic NRG controlling Conor McGregor in this second fight. Onza's got a huge test, final exams, and he has studied all night, but can he figure out the riddle and the power and the determination, the motivation, and the starching power of Kinetic NRG, Bay? I don't know. We'll see here in the Esports Fight League.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Certainly he showed flashes of moments in that fight, and it looked like, you know, for a little bit it was pretty close. He certainly landed some shots, but then you go and look at those stats. I think it was around about 50 significant strikes to 14, which is a huge difference when you're talking about a fight, especially in the finals right now. So he has to close those numbers and those gaps, although he rocks
You can't
Kinetic.
hit that many significant strikes in the lightweight division.
No, you can't. You can't. And he has to close that gap and get those numbers a lot closer. And we're not even going to see the intro. We're going to skip D. Take it away.
This is the second fight. Kinetic up 1-0 in this best 2 out of 3. Can Onza take it to the third and final fight? We're going to find out right now.
Ooh, so many jabs straight down the pipe already. The two coming over the top, and Kinetic's hit in his face, firing. Just on the perfect range to land all those shots and not even backing up, just letting each one reset his stamina and firing again here. And he's already rounded that big roundhouse to the body and a right hook to the body. And Onza trying to keep him off of that jab. Good slip, straight left, came back through, and that head kick's already coming up here as well. But look how much they're firing already. They both know the power they've got in their hands, Rob.
Yeah, Kinetic is undefeated in this tournament so far in this second fight in the lightweight division. He has a 100% win rate, so there's a huge test Kinetic is just throwing some good strikes right here. I'm getting a little too excited for myself. Take it away, someone.
Well, there he comes back to the body again with that roundhouse, and although his stamina's dropping here, Kinetic is landing some big shots to the body, and Onza's not found a home for anything. And this is what we talked about. Although their last fight there were moments or flashes for Onza, that significant strike advantage was so different in terms of how many they landed, and we're already seeing that player factor right now. We're nearly 2 minutes into this first round, and both fighters have been staying right in the center of the octagon, but Kinetic has just been landing, and Onza has been falling short, and maybe he's landed a jab and a straight, and that's about it right now.
Yeah, he's missing, and Kinetic is just not there when Onza thinks he's going to be.
Oh, lead uppercut.
Big uppercut and a jab off. Oh, he's going to. Oh, good slip though.
Oh, he's so wobbly.
Slip by Onza.
Yeah, Onza's got to back up a bit, I think. He has a tendency of keep going forward when his head gets a bit low, but maybe in such a big fight like this, he will. He does get his head held back, but yeah, he's got to get some better offense off here. Kinetic coming out heavy here in the first 3 minutes.
Yeah, it really, really is. And there's that roundhouse to the body again there. That lead uppercut was what rocked him. What a beautiful strike. Came off that jab. Bang into the lead uppercut, and Onza is trying to return fire, trying to catch him with those jabs. Onza's trying to put that pressure on him. He's trying to get there, but Kinetic's just not there. He's either out of range or he's moving to the side, and now coming back with a 1-2. It's just such a puzzle. You can tell he's such a puzzle. He's so hard to hit. There's a nice roundhouse to the body, and he caught him moving forward, and that's when Onza's really going to hit him, have his best chance of hitting him. But you run such a risky game waiting for Kinetic to move at you before you can try and land those strikes. And beautiful job ripping back round to the body with that lead hook. Whiffs on the right, comes back with the left to the head, and Kinetic now just really trying to turn it up and get that straight right down the pipe on that chin.
Onza's got a little bit of a stamina advantage right here, but oh man, Kinetic NRG is just doing such a great job of staying at that perfect range, and he seems to have the rhythm figured out. But here comes Onza.
Ooh.
Catches the kick and smacks him.
Yeah, captures the crick there, right there, and that's going to help him for sure. And I'm sure there's going to be a head kick coming out from somebody. Maybe Onza's going to try and get something big off to close out this round. He's starting to use that jab now, just keeping Kinetic off him a little bit better. But Kinetic's so good. As soon as the fight starts, just going 100% perfectly. He needs no time to settle in. He's just 100% going and ready to go.
And that's our first round of our second fight between these two, Kinetic and Onza. Kinetic taking the first fight. Kinetic needing this to take home the $150. So good round though, guys. Onza, I thought, came out a lot better in that first round. We're going to get the second round underway. Onza taking that slight stamina advantage as he catches and fires back a straight.
Yeah, beautiful job. Straight right down the pipe. Super dangerous, man. And this is the whole thing. Like you said, you cannot eat that many significant strikes. And although he's not been rocked that many times, every time he gets hurt, that maximum health stat is just ticking down. And oh my god, the lead right hook. Onza, beautiful job on the inside, coming back with the lead right hand, catching Kinetic, whose health is recovering super slow right now. And Robbie dropped him right down with that one.
Yeah, he's standing right in the face of Kinetic. He's coming this second round, very aggressive. His corner's obviously told him he needs this round. $150 on the line. Watch your shoes, invitational. Here comes Onza.
Beautiful job. He's pull countering now as well. Catching there. That straight left is the second time he slipped and fired that right down the pipe off that jab, and then comes back perfectly with that right hand, and that's what he rocked him with and dropped him with there as well. And Kinetic's health is still not fully recovered from that. It's ticking up now, but there we go. Jab breaking it up. Roundhouse to the body, and Onza's doing a great job mixing up that forward pressure and catching Kinetic as he's moving in. But you can't give Kinetic time to recover here because he will re-establish that momentum and that pace that he had at the start of this round.
Yeah, but D and Bailey, look at Kinetic's stamina. Onza's winning that stamina battle.
Onza's starting to feel in himself here. We saw it late in that first round. He was just starting to start feeling. Now Kinetic's against the cage, firing back with low stamina. Kinetic might only be able to get a 1-2 out. A two-shot combo. That's about it at this point, Bang.
Yeah, 100%, and this is where Onza loves to have his fighters, and this is where he's got Kinetic right now. Because of that stamina, he's able to put that pressure on. Kinetic can't throw as much, and Onza can really now walk, and look at him walk down now. Beautiful to the body, slips a jab straight down the pipe, and then comes back again, trying to look for that body shot, and what a great little sequence of shot selection by Onza. It's the head kick, but he comes straight back at him, pull counter, and he's working that body with that lead hook and that body kick.
A huge round for Onza here in this second round, in this second fight. I mean, this is what he needed. And that pressure is insane. And Kinetic is fading here, ladies and gentlemen. His stamina is low, and Onza's coming forward and doing some damage.
Oh, right hand again. Yeah, he pulled countering perfectly, and that's what really started these sequences up. He pulled counter a couple of times. The head kick comes up, and this is bad for Kinetic. NRG is flashing now. Onza slowing down, taking his time. The patience is wearing in, and now he's going to start pouring on the pressure like it's raining. He's going to start swarming in that right hand, followed by that left hook from the backhand there as well, jabbing into it straight to the body, and this is real dangerous for Kinetic. He's low on stamina. Onza has him pushed up against the cage, and there's that liver shot one more time, and Onza is going to keep turning this up right now.
Onza's doing a great job, D, of just throwing that body kick and landing those shots on the body. He knows Kinetic's low on stamina, and he's just punishing that gas tank right now, D.
Yeah, finishing a combo. He waits for Kinetic to finish a combo, or he starts his own and finishes it with that liver kick. And we see it again.
Oh,
the liver,
so low. The body is so low.
The second lap. Onza's feeling himself. We might see a third and final fight. We're going to see how Kinetic comes out for this third round.
Oh my god, oh my god. Onza, man, it started with the pull counters, then he started slipping that jab, firing that left down the middle. There it is, boom, and came back with that right hook, and that's really what started getting him to land right there. That orthodox southpaw stance, he has a lane to slip off the outside of that jab, come back with his straight left, and came in with that lead right hand.
Here we go, our third round, guys. Yeah, I don't know how to score it. It's crazy at this point. But a big round for Onza. I think he definitely won that, 100% won that second round.
Yeah, he did.
Onza be the first one, babe, to defeat Kinetic in the lightweight division in this tournament.
I mean, if they fight 3 times, statistically, Onza should win one of them, and that's what the stats say right now, based on their wins. But he's snapping that jab to the body. He's pull countering really well. He's finding the openings, finding the timings here, and man, he's doing such a good job. And you know, we forget how much Onza fights in this weight class as well. I know he loves the lightweight, and he's usually an RDA person. He's not going to pick anybody else right here, obviously, as you wouldn't. But you know, he definitely fights in this weight class a lot. I'm sure they both do. But here we go. He's now pressuring in this stretch. 3.5 minutes left in this third round. He's got time to work. He's pull countering after that jab comes out. He's banking on that left hand coming, but there it is. Hit that. Oh no.
And Kinetic does what Kinetic is famous for. He comes back from adversity, but Kinetic's head is hurt. His body is hurt. He's in all sorts of trouble, but he still manages to find a way to knock down Onza. In 3 minutes to go, guys. Onza's got to do something big here.
Oh, he's trying to bang that lead hand in there as well. Oh, the straight. Oh my god, straight off that jab, and now Onza's really hurt. Health is blocking. He's not going to recover from this one, and that is it for the win.
Wow.
He's done
Send him
it.
the check.
He's done it. We have a winner. I love the taunt as well. Perfect at the finish. That's right. That money is all yours, Kinetic Energy. Jab.
Always
Boom.
finds a freaking way to win.
So close.
He won with an oxygen mask on, ladies and gentlemen.
It was really a case of him making a read on Onza's own jab in that fight. That third and final round right there, he started to slip that jab. He slipped the jab the same way Onza was doing it through his own straight down the pipe. That's what rocked him the first time. And then Onza just in defensive mode, a little bit unable to recover after that. Worried a little bit too much about his own head health. And Kinetic put the pressure on, came up with that head kick, and then just stepped in, broke the block, jab into the right hand, and takes home the money, D. He takes home the money.
A great finals. Thanks for everybody for coming by. Yeah, I mean, I think they got their money's worth tonight for this finals.
Oh, tell me about it.
I mean, jeez. Onza there in that second round completely took over, and then Kinetic with a sliver of stamina was able to get those slip straights and make Onza pay with, you know, virtually no stamina. So, I mean, Kinetic, like Bruce Lee Rob was saying, finds a way to win, and he takes home this $150 tournament, which was brought to you by Watch Your Shoes. And please click on the link in the chat, which will be provided by one of our staff members.
Yeah, I mean, Kinetic had everything going against him in that third and final round. His body was hurt. His head was hurt. His stamina was low. Onza's stamina was higher. I mean, the momentum was all in Onza's corner. And Kinetic NRG, what does he do? He finds a way to win. Every time people say, why are you always on Kinetic's junk, Rob? This is why right here.
Well deserved, man. I mean, that's it. I mean, you put that many top killers in a tournament like that, and he comes out on top. I mean, he's here to prove it. You expect him to get another shot at that belt, but when money's on the line as well, man, I don't know if anyone can beat Kinetic and Najee.
Definitely not. I mean, right now, I mean, he just 2-0'd Anza, and we saw Anza pour on the pressure in that second round where it almost looked like Kinetic didn't have a chance to win. And just like we saw in the Prodigy's fight from last night with the fight you called, Rob, last night, was it? Yes, last night. He came back and just finds ways to win. So Kinetic is the top dog right now, and he'll take home that $150. And he also is the #1 ranked guy, so maybe we'll see that Pry and Kinetic fight sometime here in the ESFL as well.
So, guys, is there a theme? Is there something going on? Because who's the first champion in the ESFL? Oh, Kinetic. Who's the first winner of the Invitational? Oh, Kinetic NRG. I'm starting to see a pattern here, guys.
This is when the hate mail comes in.
We'll see, man. We'll see. I mean, like you said, Pry not in that tournament. D, yourself obviously couldn't make the tournament as well.
If Pry's the champion. I couldn't make it if Pry was. There's a couple other big names, but you can't.
Balian's not in the tournament, obviously.
Balian's not there. Yeah, I know Pry wanted to be here, but with the 3-day event, with family and stuff like that, I think a day would have came in the way for him. So we will see Pryoxis, though. Everybody that wants to see Pryoxis, he will be fighting on the next ESFL fight.
The only man to defend his belt as well at ESFL.
Yep.
Ooh, I can't wait for that one.
It's going to be good. Guys, thank you so much for joining us over these last 3 days right here. We hope you enjoyed it. 3 back-to-back events over the course of 3 days. 16 of the best in the world. Thank you so much for joining us. Big shout out to everyone on the staff and all the fighters here. Props to all the people behind the scenes. C Unit, Brand New Mac, Armor Boxer 3, Double Map, EK Boss Man for his sick promo as well, Cher for running the production on some of the events as well, obviously D-Mart, Bruce Lee, Rob, all of your work, the people that filled in last night to commentate as well, Z, the man, El Presidente behind the scenes, putting it all together, Matty Ice for doing them rankings on the side as well. Love to all the ESFL family, and thank you so much, guys, all of you fans out there who love this, show up every week to watch it. We hope you enjoyed it. This is all for you, and Kinetic NRG taking home that cash and the title of winner of the first ever ESFL Invitational. Yes,
beautiful event. Loved hanging out with you, Balian, and you, D. Always a pleasure. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
A great time again. And ladies and gentlemen, our next card will be on Wednesday, so make sure to stop by on Twitch again. Check out our Twitter for when the time of that event will start. And for Bruce Lee, Rob, for Balian, I'm D-Mart. Thanks for coming by.